What if I told you that the Lord of the Rings, yes, that epic tale of hobbits, rings and dark lords, was actually a hidden manual on how to build wealth? Not in gold or silver, but in something far more enduring: legacy. Think about it. In a world overrun by shortcuts and instant gratification, could a fantasy saga be whispering secrets about the long, slow road to real fortune? If you're listening closely, the answer is yes. And it begins, as all great quests do, with a choice. Frodo. Baggins never asked to carry the ring, just like most of us never asked to carry the weight of our dreams. But when the burden finds us, what we do next determines everything. The journey to Mordor is no different than the climb to financial freedom. It's long, treacherous, and full of voices, both within and without, telling us to turn back. But those who persist, like Frodo, like Sam, eventually reshape the world. Or at the very least their own. Wealth isn't built in the Shire. It begins there, in comfort, in routine, but it's forged in fire. In challenge, in setbacks. Let that sink in. True fortune doesn't grow in places where everything is easy. It's born in the land of trials, in the Mount Dooms of your life. The question isn't whether you're ready. The question is, will you keep walking when you're not? Persistence isn't sexy. It's not the flashy sword. It's not the wizard's fireworks. It's Samwise Gamgee, limping across barren wastelands, whispering, "I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you." That's your habits. That's your discipline. That's your budget, your savings plan, your side hustle. Quiet, steady, relentless. You don't build an empire by waiting for the eagles to save you. You build it by taking one painful, consistent step after another. There will be golems, your doubts, your bad habits, your toxic influences. They'll follow you, cling to you, offer you comfort, only to drag you down. And yet, they're part of the journey, because defeating them teaches you value. It teaches you control. You learn that fortune isn't about more. It's about mastering what you already have. Think about Aragorn. He didn't start as a king. He wandered, he hid, he questioned his worth. But he kept showing up, and in showing up, the crown eventually found him. The same is true for wealth. You don't chase money. You build character, skill, discipline, and money finds you worthy. It finds you ready. That's the secret most never learn. Every fortress you want to build, be it a thriving business, a real estate portfolio, or financial independence, has its own Helm's Deep, a night where you feel surrounded, outnumbered, hopeless. But here's the key: hold the line, because dawn always comes, and with it opportunity. But only to those still standing. You see, the ring itself is a test. Power without patience corrupts. Wealth without wisdom destroys. That's why those who seek shortcuts, who want treasure without toil, often end up empty-handed. But those who learn to resist the ring's lure, they become legends. They become builders of fortune, not chasers of it. And here's the twist. The real magic isn't in reaching the mountain. It's in who you become on the way. Frodo changed. Sam grew. Even Gollum had a moment of redemption. You'll become someone with financial intelligence, emotional resilience, and a story worth telling. That's the real treasure. The fortune isn't the end goal. You are. So if you're ready, if you've felt that quiet stirring in your chest, that whisper saying, "There's more to this life," then take that first step. Like Frodo, you don't need to know the whole path. You just need to start walking. Because the road to fortune isn't paved with luck. It's carved with persistence, and it starts now. And as you begin, awkwardly, maybe even afraid, remember this: every legend once felt like a fraud. Frodo doubted. Aragorn hesitated. Even Gandalf disappeared when things got hard. But they returned, they rose, and that's what building wealth is. It's not a straight line. It's a return to your why, a return to your vision, a return to the fire inside you that refuses to die out, no matter how dark the path becomes. You'll face your own Mordor, market crashes, business failures. Nights staring at your bank balance wondering if it's worth it. And I won't lie to you, it's brutal, it's lonely. But you're not just building income, you're building endurance. You're not just chasing numbers. You're becoming the kind of person who can hold wealth and not be crushed by it. That's a rare power, and only those who walk through the shadow earn it. You might not have an army behind you. You might not have the sword of a king or the staff of a wizard, but you have time. You have breath. You have the ability to choose. And in a world drowning in excuses, that alone is a superpower. Every time you invest instead of spend, learn instead of scroll, act instead of delay, you draw one step closer to your Mount Doom. One step closer to dropping the ring of fear, doubt and lack into the fire for good. There is no shortcut, there is only the way. And yes, the way is long. But look around. Every great story ever told was a long one. Every fortune worth having came with scars. But those scars, they sing. They remind you, you earned this, and no one can take it from you. This isn't just about money. It never was. It's about freedom, about living a life where your time is yours, where your days are designed by purpose, not panic, where you can bless others, build legacy, and walk with the confidence of someone who knows they've endured the fire and come out forged. And when you reach that place, you'll realize something powerful. The journey wasn't just about building wealth, it was about becoming wealth itself, rich in wisdom, rich in courage, rich in the kind of quiet strength the world desperately needs. So, keep going. Even when your legs shake, even when the voice in your head tells you to quit, because somewhere on the horizon, something sacred awaits, not just treasure, but transformation. And when you get there, you'll smile, not because it's over, but because you became everything you once hoped for, and you'll look back at the fire, the failures, the fear, and thank them. Because without the shadows, you'd never know your own light. So, will you take the first step? The road lies before you, and fortune, like destiny, favors those brave enough to walk it, one unwavering step at a time.